Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Mark Hill with Social Talk Live. Today we're going to do the first review, and this review is going to be of Path.com. I know we're doing this review a little bit late. Path launched a little while ago, but the reason why I wanted to do it actually, because I wanted to give it a little bit of time and kind of see what was going on, and what's going on right now is kind of what I expected, as far as adoption and people having some issues with the site itself. And today I kind of wanted to talk in particular about why Path.com should work and should be a really great network, but it just doesn't. I don't know if it's just because it isn't right now and more people need to adopt, which is really what I don't think it is. And I think it's kind of what the other issue is, which I'm going to get into in a second. But first, let's talk about Path.com. For anyone who is living under a rock or doesn't know, because there was so much hype about this site, because backers like Ron Conway, Ashton Kutcher, just a ton of people that for all intents and purposes this should have just been like the blowout company. Like this should have just came out and just crushed things, but there's a lot of reasons why that's not happening, and I just don't think it will happen. The first, because it's just the premise of the social network is that you only can have 50 friends, right? But the problem with that is, even with Dunbar's theory, the average person can manage 150 relationships. So I know myself, I deal with a certain number of people, and it's usually a little bit more than that 50 mark overall. So even though you have a core set of people that you normally deal with, especially on a social network, you usually deal with a lot more than 50 on a daily basis. And I'm basing that on Facebook interactions and just general people I talk to and text on a daily basis. So that's kind of the overall premise of the site, is that you have 50 people that are in your network that you can share directly with. And if at some point, if you want to get at a 51st person, you can't. You have to kick someone out to make room for that other person, which could have some problems down the line as well, because these are people that you actually really know and you really deal with. If you move someone off of your Facebook, delete them out as a friend on your Facebook page, and you don't really talk to them that much, they'll probably never notice unless they for some reason come to your page and they have to add you as a friend again. So that's where we're at with that. But the reason why I don't think Path.com will work in the future is a couple of reasons, but the first one is because the limit is ridiculous. So 50 people, limiting it to that is just not going to work. I just don't think it's going to happen at all. A lot of people say they think it will grow at some point after adoption rates grow or stuff like that. I just don't see it happening. Facebook is too much of a beast. It's a monster, and I don't see anything right now coming up and stopping that growth. And the other thing too is that on a social networking site, the key to fast growth is early adoption, which this site doesn't have, flat out. So it's limiting in that way. It's limited in another way, that it's directly for people who have iPhones, which is another ridiculous thing, because even though the growth rate on an iPhone is ridiculous, still the majority of people don't operate on iPhones. So until they move on to different carriers and they can work with the Android and a ton of other stuff, it's going to be extremely limiting, which may be a part of their goal, maybe their strategy initially, just like Facebook launched campus to campus. The only problem is, though, that with this set limit of 50 people, when people start kicking other people out, it's going to be a problem. And then the second reason why this is going to be hard is because people get comfortable, and they get comfortable very fast. People hate change. That's just the way things are. People hate change. So I don't think people are going to completely uproot everything out of their Facebook profile and bring it over to Path, and nor do I think that people are going to be on two networks at a time. I don't think someone's going to be using Path for their 50 closest friends and then Facebook for all the other random people they mess with. I don't think so. People are very simple in what they want out of a service, and they want everything in one place if possible. That's why there's Walmart. That's why there's stores like that, because everybody wants everything under one umbrella, and they want to do the least amount of work as possible to get things done, especially if they want to talk to their friends and share pictures. I mean, if that's the case, then also Flickr would be an incredible social networking site, and it's not. Even though Flickr, tons of people share pictures on Flickr, thinking about it logically, You would think Flickr would be a huge social network, and it's just not. So if Yahoo can't make Flickr work, I don't understand how Path is going to work, point blank. So that's, my look at it. I don't know if you guys feel that there's anything that Path can do to grow, to reach the critical mass that's needed to bring it to the level, I'm not even going to say to a Facebook level, just for a level to even have any footing in this race. I don't know. You guys let me know. Send me an email, give me a call, something. Call me, 559-851-LIVE. That's the Social Talk Live number. Or shoot me an email, let's talk at Social Talk Live. But, truthfully, I just don't see Path growing. I think it's just way too limited. They're going to have to open the numbers up. And they're probably just going to have to pivot a little bit to, make some progress and to put a dent in what Facebook's doing. And plus, actually, I think that the one thing that they could do if they were trying to do it, they would have to integrate themselves with businesses too, because businesses already, integrate commercials with their Facebook fan pages and a ton of other stuff. So people have actually just taken on Facebook as a part of their daily life. I'm not sure if they're going to uproot, everything that's going on in their life and bring it to path.com. If someone feels different, feel free to leave a comment. Send me a direct message, email me, whatever. If someone has a really great, opinion, I want to hear about it. So, just do that. But overall, I just don't think it's going to work. It should work because there's a ton of backing, big venture cap behind it. Just don't see it happening. So that's my take on it. That's my spiel. I'm going to get off my soapbox. You guys let me know what you think. Subscribe, leave a comment, and talk to us soon. Have a good one.